All right, guys, welcome to our Monday live. Every week on Monday, we are here for our immigration show, immigration law update, which is my favorite time of the week. And we are live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and also on TikTok. So, hey guys, welcome, everybody. It's been an eventful week. We had the Birthright citizenship hearings last week on Thursday, and we had the Supreme Court's decision this morning to cancel TPS for Venezuela, and who else going to be next on the list. So a lot is happening. And that's why we're here, and that's why we're here every week, 5 p.m. Plus 5 minutes. Depends on my connection. We're here. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks. Let's see here. Thanks, Maggie. And as always, you can join me live as well. Just post the link here, right there. And on TikTok, you can join by joining. There's a place you can join, request to join the live, and I'll add you as well. In the meantime, welcome, guys. Let me know where you're from as well. We'll get you in the order that we see you guys. We've got Moses here, Starshia, and a lot of people are, like I said, wondering why is it such a big deal, this whole birthright citizenship thing that happened. We know that it's not gonna, we're pretty much confident that it's not gonna happen. But the biggest thing about this whole hearing is that the Trump administration is saying that the government is using these injunctions freely. So everything that, every executive order that he issues, there's an injunction, right? And they're saying, well, they shouldn't be using these injunctions so freely. It prevents us from doing their business. And I think that is the key to this decision, which they'll finalize it sometime in June. The point is that, is it, right? Are the injunctions, thanks guys, appreciate it, all of you guys. Are these injunctions are something that they should be allowed or not, right? And if they're not going to be allowed, then what is going to happen when the president issues an executive order? Then immediately, boom, an injunction. Today it's citizenship. Today it's birthright citizenship. Tomorrow it is, your rights to carry guns. The next day it could be, free education, right? So the injunctions is the big issue here. So it is an ongoing. Thanks, Moses. Appreciate it. It is an ongoing thing, right? So once again, welcome, guys. Post your questions. Let's get it on. A lot of questions that I'm getting in the messages before the live stream. It is the opportunity to ask your questions. So let's see. We've got a bunch of here on TikTok. Let's take it first. My wife's scheduled for an interview in July in Kenya. How long will it take for her to get to the USA? So it's a good question. So, and I see a similar one here on YouTube as well. So if you have an interview scheduled, right, and you go to the interview, right, two things will happen. One thing is that they're going to give you the visa, ideally, right? But if you don't get the visa, then you are going to be, they'll send you a request for evidence, right? And then you'll be stuck there waiting for them to adjudicate and eventually let you go. But if you do get the approval, if they approve you, then you should get the visa within a few days, and then you can come to the United States, right? The biggest issue here we have is that what if you don't get the visa, right? That's where the biggest problem is. Is it normal to have an I-130, 45 interview together? Absolutely. If you file the adjustment at the same time and you file it concurrently, you'll have the interview together. All right, guys, let's see here. We've got Maggie, who has a good question. What are the documents requirement for non-immigrant visas? My mom will be attending a non-immigrant visa interview in Nigeria. I am a U.S. citizen. She needs to have documents to prove that she has enough ties to Nigeria. She has financial records. She has all the things that she needs to show that she can come to the United States and not stay here. So as long as she can convince the consular officer that she's not going to stay here, then your mother is going to be good. Once again, guys, don't forget the link if you want to join us on video right here. We'll take one video here on TikTok. And also, guys, remember here, TikTok gave us this contact form, which I'm just pinning here. And if you see it on the screen, this contact form right here, use the contact form right now to book a consultation or make an inquiry. That's the best way to do it if you're doing this on TikTok, or use the number in my bio. For you guys who are watching this on YouTube, Facebook, I put a number here. Every time we do this, when we have the lives, we are encouraging people to book a consultation. So the number on the screen right now is the best way to do it. Or if you're watching this on TikTok, use the form that is here, or you can use the number in my bio. Just use the number, screenshot it now, send me a message right now. We have a pretty good show today with lots of questions and lots of information to share. And I'm here for you guys. Jason is asking, if a green card holder filed for an unmarried child under 21 and the child is now turning 22, but the case is still at UCIS, what category will this case be? Well, it depends. It depends if this child will qualify under the Child Status Protection Act. There's a formula that we have to do, and I'm happy to look into this case, offline for you guys. But typically, the formula is we look at the number of days that the I-130 has been pending, minus the age of the son, and the dates of birth and things like that, and then we determine if the person is covered under the Child Status Protection Act. All right, let's see. We've got quite a few questions here on Instagram as well. Can I get my mom in the Philippines while I'm on a green card, or should I wait to become a citizen? You have to become a citizen. If you want to sponsor your parents, you have to be U.S. citizens. You can't do this on a green card. It is just how it is. Abdullah is asking on Instagram, what is the best visa that I can apply from Pakistan to get it to the USA that eventually leads to citizenship? Well, if you don't have any family members, Abdullah, then the best thing for you to do is to maybe apply for a work visa. That would be a good way. If someone has a 601 waiver pending, should they still register under the ARR? It depends. It depends, because if they were never inspected by the government or went through the process of getting fingerprinted, they need to be registered as well. And I made a whole video about who needs to be registered. You can check on that. Christian is asking, my F1 visa interview is in a week. I got rejected for B2 twice within the last 3 months. Also, my B2 was revoked because of overstay. Any advice? Well, I don't think you're going to get your F1. If you have 2 denials for a tourist visa, this is based on ties. Everything you just told me right now doesn't show me that you have ties to your home country. I wouldn't go to the interview. I would fix your case, get yourself more ties, get some more time to pass between this and that. Don't go to the interview, because if you go, you're going to hurt yourself even more. I already got my immigrant. This is from Patrice. My immigrant visa, EB3, but currently still abroad. How to add your immediate family? If you already have your immigrant visa, you can't add your family anymore. You're a green card holder. You need to file for them as a green card holder, guys. If you're going through the green card process and you have family members, you need to add them early on, because if you don't add them early on, then you have to file for them as green card holders. That's just the reality is this. Adam is asking, I applied for N400. I forgot to mention I dismissed littering law case 10 years ago. What should I do now? I did admit for the mistake. What you should do is Adam, you need to before your interview, you have to create an affidavit to submit this as an amendment to the form N400. That's the only thing you can do, because if you don't, it's going to look like misrepresentation. You have to amend your form. I've seen so many people they forgot to put addresses, they forgot to put travel. They have cases from like 30 years ago that were criminal, they forgot to mention. If you don't mention that during the citizenship interview and they put you under oath, once they put you under oath, it's too late. Do it before. It's not too late to do it before, guys. People don't realize that you can still fix your interview before you start it, right? So don't be afraid that if you forgot to do something or there's a mistake in addresses, you can still fix it before the interview. Thanks, please. Appreciate it, guys. We still have a challenge of the hearts over there, guys. Don't forget to do that. Dr. Aiden says, is it normal to have it's a marriage-based 11 days before our 2-year anniversary. So what, we're going to get 2 years or 10 years? It depends on the officer. The officer will decide. If your interview is like 30 days before the 2-year anniversary, the officer will decide if you're going to get a 10-year green card or a 10-year green card or the 2-year green card. I think, thanks, Shabaka, my friend. Appreciate it. A lot of people are coming back to our lives every single week. I see you guys. Don't think I don't notice it. A lot of you, like our client Shubak, thank you, my friend. Every single week he's here, making sure we meet the challenge, spreading our videos. If you're watching this on TikTok, make sure you share the videos, guys, because throughout the show we have different things for you guys. And in this show, I will choose a few people who are going to get free consultations, but most of you are not going to get free consultations. You're going to get a 10% off because you're watching the live. Only on the live you can get the 10% off. But a few of you are probably going to choose 3 people in the entire show today that we're going to get free consultations. So stay tuned. The ones who give me hearts, likes, maybe a comment. We never know. You never know what is going to trickle my interest to give you a free consultation. But all of you are getting 10% off, and all you have to do to get 10% off is send me a text right now if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or if you're watching this on TikTok. All you have to do is fill the form. There's a form on the screen, or the best thing to do is go to my number. There's a number in my bio. Send me a text from the live. Say, hey, I know you're offering 10% off in the consultations. I want to take advantage of it because I'm on the live right now, taking advantage of the discount on the consultation. Use the number in my bio, send me a text, or the form that is on the screen right now. And let's get Sunny on the video. And anybody who wants to join the video on YouTube.
Hello. Hi, Jacob. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Sunny, today?
Thank you. Good, thank you. Actually, I was watching it from last couple of weeks. Actually.
Yeah, I think you were here. You were here last time, right?
Yeah. And today I booked your consultation as well. I don't know when they're gonna give me.
I did. I think you booked. They booked you for, I think, a week and a half from today. But I'll check.
Don't know.
But anyway, but here now. So tell me.
Yeah, I came from Australia.
Okay.
With my partner, and suddenly stuck here due to her medical conditions.
Okay.
And now I want to see my green card option. That's the reason I want to speak to you.
Yes. So you're stuck in India right now, right?
No, in US. I'm in the Des Moines right now, Iowa.
Okay. But the issue is what?
Her medical situation. We can't fly back. I think 2 more months. So
okay.
The visa is.
I see. You think it because in your case, what's going to happen is that you're going to end up overstaying the visa because of the medical condition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think as long as you don't overstay 6 months, then I think you should be okay. Because 6 months is where we're getting concerned. 6 months is where you will be barred for 3 years if you are overstaying. As long as you don't stay beyond the 6 months, you guys should be fine. And you can explain the reason why you had to overstay in the in the documents. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. No worries. Anyway, I'll speak to you.
Okay. Let's talk more about the case when I see you in the consultation.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, sir. So, guys, as you can see, Sunny took action. He took action. He was on the live. He sent me a text. He booked a call. And now I can dive deep into his consultation and give him the exact information that I can't do in public because I have to ask him some personal questions. I have to get some more information. So the best thing to do is to book the consultation from the live. So just use the number in my bio. Send me a text right now. Say, I'm on the live and you'll be eligible for the 10% off. And guys, don't forget, there's a form that TikTok is giving us. It's pinned. I'm going to pin it again right now. Right here, the form is pinned. Use that form to leave your details, and one of my team members will contact you as well. Either way, we'll get you guys. All right, let's see. We've got Yazan. I can't get my original birth certificate. However, my country has the option to give me a statement of endorsement. Is this acceptable? Yes, it is acceptable. What I would also do, if you can't get your birth certificate, get at least 2 affidavits from people that know about your birth, and that certificate you mentioned will work as well. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it. George is asking, where am I located? I'm located in San Diego, California, but we are in all 50 states. I can help clients in all 50 states. So easy. We can help you, but we have an office in California for the West Coast, and we have an office in the East Coast in Connecticut. Olive says, I have an interview-based green card tomorrow. Join the live. Tell me how you feel about this, and let's get you on video. Before that, people are waiting to join the video. I'll get you guys in a second. We have Carlos that was waiting to join. Carlos, I lost you. Get back into the line, Carlos, and we'll get you. For now, we have Samantha here who wants to ask a question. Samantha, where are you from?
Hi.
Samantha, hi, where are you from? And what is your question?
I'm from California.
Okay.
And
Do you have video? Is your video working?
no, I don't have my video working.
You don't have it. Okay, no worries. What is your question? Tell us.
So my brother 2 weeks
Okay.
ago got arrested with a DUI, and we're in like a U visa process, like all
Okay.
our family.
So brother was arrested. Brother was arrested, DUI, but you are on U visa. That's your status right now.
No.
Okay.
Our status is we're in process. We applied 2018, and we're still waiting.
That's what I'm saying. You're pending the U visa. You don't have it yet.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
We have the work permit only.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So since we're in like a family process, we're wondering what will happen. Like, do we have to tell like USCIS or that he got a DUI? Do we have to tell like
So remember that once they get to adjudicate your case, they're going to finalize your case. They're going to ask you for more documents, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you're going to give them all the documents about the DUI and all these things. So right now, you should work with a criminal lawyer to see if you can reduce it as much as possible to reckless driving or whatever you can do. But these documents you'll present at some point to USCIS. You don't have to send it to them now. At some point, you will.
Okay, and then
Okay.
Just another quick question. So since we applied in 2018, do you know around like how much time we have to wait to hear something?
Right now it's taken about, I don't know, 6-7 years. It is very slow. So there's not much you can do about the processing times, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then just one question.
Yeah.
So my sister was the one that was in 2018, she was around like 15, and she was hit by an African American person.
Okay.
And over age. But then she is already 25, and she wants to get married.
Okay.
Will she like throw off the whole case, or will it?
Well, like I said, this is something that requires legal advice because I need to analyze the information before I tell you yes or no.
Okay.
It's very important to make decisions like that. If you should marry, get married or not, because getting married could change her classification. So I recommend that you book a call with me or her so we can determine what is the best route.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because we have our like a pro bono lawyer, but he doesn't really get involved.
That's fine. You can like I said, you don't have to switch lawyers, but at least get a second opinion about what needs to happen, which is where we come in. We'll help you with that, right? So just use the number in my bio or the form somewhere here, and let's get it done. And make sure you do it through the live so you get a 10% discount.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will do it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, take advantage of the live because it is the best deal, obviously. On Instagram, we've got a question, Jacob, on a VAWA before hiring your firm to carry out the petition. Louis, send me a DM on Instagram because you're asking this question on Instagram. Happy to answer. Shami is asking, got scammed 6 years ago by my friend, got a check under my name, and it was a fraud. Bank closed my debit account. Does it affect if I travel internationally? No, I don't think so. It's not you're not convicted of anything. It's a personal debt. Kali is asking, my husband at 20 years has DACA. Can I apply for green card and do all his paperwork within the USA, or I have to get leave the country? It depends. It depends if he has legal entry. It depends if he did advance parole. It depends on how he entered. So that depends. But there is a way for him not to leave the country. Okay, so send me a DM. Let's see what we can do for you. Bieser says, do you do in-person interviews for EB3 adjustment of status? Yes, of course. We help clients in person all over the country. If you need help with that, do this. You guys have the best show on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it. I do think we have one of the best shows on the internet, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because we show up every single week. We show up every single week. We engage with you guys, and we offer you the 10% consultations, and we have we just like we take the time to do this for you guys. I was told the driving license office today that my green card cannot be accessible. I would do a FOIA. There might be a problem with your case and you need to do a FOIA. All right, guys, let's see who is waiting to join us on live. And we have a bunch of people. We'll get them in the order that they are trying to join. And all we need from you guys is to tell me your name and where are you calling today. And if you have video, use the video.
Hi,
Hi,
my
Maite.
name is Maite.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Is your video working, Maite?
I don't know how to use it because I was asking on the chat, like, how do I join? So I don't know if it.
There should be like a thing, but that's fine. If it doesn't work, it's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No worries. What is your question?
I have a question. So my husband is DACA.
Okay.
I'm a citizen. We already applied for advance parole, and
Okay.
he got approved.
Okay.
What if his application got approved? However, immigration found that somewhere within his family, which is grandma,
Okay.
changed her last name, so it no
Okay.
longer connects with mother and him. What is an alternative, or what else can we prove that he has family outside of the U.S., if that makes sense?
For the advance parole, right?
Yeah, because that's where we're stuck. We don't know what else to do.
So, some people that I've seen, they do affidavits. So multiple affidavits from different family members that can vouch for the relationship. And they'll take it, like, for example, maybe there's an uncle or somebody close by that can go and get a notarized affidavit to state that this is a family relationship from that level. Mm-hmm. And they'll take it. So, because, for advance parole, it's not just black and white. They'll take a wide range of documents, right? As long as they feel it's authentic and they can see that there's a legitimate reason as to why you're going, I don't think there's going to be a reason why they wouldn't give it to you.
Okay. And so my next question is, because we've been on hold for this process since April.
Okay.
And we haven't been able to find any document that grandma is grandma.
Okay.
Immigration is asking. Would you recommend us to maybe change the route and go for me asking filing for him, like me asking for him for citizenship, if that makes sense.
Well, remember, Maite, these are two different things, right? He should still get his parole through DACA. It's going to help him get a legal entry. You should still file for a green card for him as a spouse because you're going to get him a green card eventually.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So those are two separate. You should do both, right? Because right now, processing times are still fast. A lot of people are watching, they're like, oh, should I wait? Should I do this? You are in a position to sponsor your husband, right? But you haven't done it so. And you're not the only one. And I'm wondering to myself, why are people not doing it? Because there's a lot of misinformation. You're thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. This is going to get him a green card. This is going to get him back in the US and get him legal entry. You should do both because they both work together. Does it make sense?
Yeah. So you recommend the affidavit letters?
Honestly, I would do the affidavits, and it's gonna work. They'll take it because, like I said, if they're gonna see it's a genuine reason, they'll give it to you.
Okay. And the affidavits, do we have to get that through a lawyer or through
No,
notary?
you don't need to get it from a lawyer, but you can, like I said. So what I'm gonna do, Maida, because you guys have a good case, which I think you need help, you'll be the first person on the show to get a free consultation, right? So I'm gonna give 3 of them throughout the show.
Okay.
I feel like you need it, and there's a lot of things happening here, so you'll get it. So all you have to do is send a text to the number in the bio and say, Maite, I was on the show. I'll write down your name. And
Okay.
and what's the name of your husband?
Manuel Flores.
Manuel. So I'm going to put here, and I'm going to text my team at the end of the show, and you're the first person to get a free consultation, so we can help you both with your green card and with the advanced parole.
Okay.
Make sure you send a text right now. Do it right now. Thanks,
Okay.
Maite. Congratulations on the free consultation. So we will be giving 2 more of these later in the show. So make sure you stay. The next one will be, random as well. And so let's see. We have Biznor. Biznor says, does USCIS do in-person interviews for EB3 adjustment of status now because of this new administration? And I heard that the immigration is going back to doing interviews in person for EB3 and for other employment base. And the answer is yes. Not all cases are being interviewed in person, but many cases are being interviewed in person, which means that you need to prepare for in-person interviews for EB3, EB2. What are they looking for in those in-person interviews? They're looking for a few things. First of all, are you still working for the employer that sponsored you? Number 2, are you actually qualified to do the job? Did you, if you got an EB3 as an engineer, are you actually an engineer? Number 3, are you actually going to work for this employer? Is this a bona fide job offer? Number 4, can the employer actually afford to hire you? All these things are being questioned in these interviews, and these interviews are being taking place right now in person, even for employment-based cases. It is happening right now, so be ready, guys. Marie Fernandez says, it is the most informative live out there. Thank you so much, Marie, and I agree with it, because we have a lot of people that are watching the live, and they are sharing the live. So if you're watching this on TikTok, please share the live. There is an intake form that is pinned on the screen. Put your name on the form here, and I will also try to choose a few people from there for our consultations later on. But anyone who fills the form, you need to book a consultation as you watch the live, because that's the whole point. Anybody who is on the live will be rewarded because you're on the live. You get priority for consultations, you get the discount at 10% already, and a few of you will be selected for the free consultations, just like Maite and Manuel Flores just got their free consultation. All right, let's see. Anybody who wants to join the live on Facebook is welcome to do it right now. I'm going to post the link. And that goes for YouTube and Instagram as well. All right, let's see. On Instagram, we've got Christian. I called the number you put on the screen. Right, because Christian, it's after hours, and the after hours people are all they do is they take the message. So I suggest you just text, don't call, because if you text, the people who are familiar with the live know exactly what's happening. So don't call, just text. That's the whole point, right? And I specifically said to text. We've got Sunny from Florida. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Carlos is asking, is it good to transfer the embassy from Manila to Bangkok for the F1 category petition? I've been waiting for 2 years. I would, I don't know if Bangkok will be the right place for you because they're not necessarily going to take you. But if you're able to get an embassy that is quicker, then yes, transfer your case. However, remember, if your case is delayed, you guys have the option to sue the government. A mandamus lawsuit could also help you get an interview a little bit quicker, right? It is possible, and I would recommend for you guys to try that because in some cases you can't even do that. You can do that. Mel says, "I want to speak to you." Let's see, Mel, are you on the wait list here? I don't see you waiting for the live. I'm gonna get a few more people for the live now. If you're watching the live, guys, you're watching this on TikTok, make sure you are also following me. Follow my account so you don't miss any of the notifications when we are actually gonna go live. Alfredo says, any thoughts on the Supreme Court allowing Trump to revoke TPS to 350,000 Venezuelans? Absolutely. So again, part of the title of this live stream today, we're talking about Supreme Court making decisions about birthright citizenship, allowing injunctions, not allowing injunctions, and today they decided to revoke TPS. This is actually very crazy because that tells Trump that they have the power to continue to push on these executive orders, to continue not only to revoke different statuses on a whim, but also to act in a cruel way towards people that are seeking protection in the United States. I think the significance of this is not just the fact that Venezuelans are not going to be able to stay here now, or it's beyond that. It's point that the Supreme Court doesn't want to interfere with lower court decisions. Say, yeah, because the point is that they're saying go back to the lower court, go back to the district court and make that decision over there, and you guys fight it out. We are not going to make that decision. The Supreme Court said, for the moment, we are allowing Trump to proceed what he's doing, but he's going back to the lower courts for further discussions. And so it does give Trump more, I would say, flexibility. It gives him more, I would say, power to say, I will continue to do these things. I'll continue to harass people. I'll continue to making these revocations of statuses for different groups. And I will do what I feel like I should be doing because the Supreme Court, in a way, is kind of supporting me. So it is a big one. It is not the end of this thing because, now this case is going back to the lower courts, and there's going to be another hearing in June. There's going to be another hearing in September. So it's not the end of this, but it is symbolic to my mind that they are supporting him, that he feels that he has the power to go forward. So it's not a good thing. But if you were in TPS, if you're on TPS and you're watching this live and you lost your status, there are things you can do. If you're many of the TPS holders, they are in relationship with U.S. citizens. If you are with a U.S. citizen, you can get married and switch your status. If you are a professional, we're doing a lot of self-petition EB1A NIW for Ukrainians who lost their TPS or are worried about their TPS being canceled very soon. If you're Venezuelan watching this and you're a professional, you have a degree, you worked in a company, you have maybe you're an entrepreneur, you can switch from TPS to EB1A or NIW. Many of you watching this show right now can do it. Share this with somebody who might be able to benefit from this, right, guys? So there are options to keep people in the country. All right, Nader is looking to go on video here with us on YouTube. Nader, put your video on. And hey, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Hi, Jacob. How are you? Thank you so much.
Good. What is your question and where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
You're in Canada right now?
Yes.
Okay, great. What is your question?
Yeah, my question, I applied for EB2 and IW. I get approval.
Can't hear you, Nader.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, I applied for EB2 and IW. I get approval. My files moved to National Visa Center.
Okay.
Last week, priority date become a current. And my first question, when do I expect to receive an invitation letter from NBC for my interview in Montreal?
So if you're going to be current in June, then you're looking to get your interview, if all goes well, within the moving months of July, August. So probably by late August, you should be scheduled, right?
Okay.
Maybe even September, because it's not that quick. But I'm worried that there's a backlog. So as soon as June hits, you need to be ready to get all your documents ready, harass NVC, make sure they schedule you. Okay, because they're not gonna just do it. If you don't contact them, if you don't push them, they won't do it.
Okay, because my document completed.
Yeah.
My document completed in National Visa Center on May 24.
That's fine. You're good. All you have to do is, as soon as June hits, you need to communicate with NVC to push them to schedule your appointment. They have to communicate with the embassy. You're in Montreal or Toronto?
No, I'm in Vancouver, but the interview will be in Montreal.
Yours is Montreal, I know, the immigrant visa. So you gotta harass NVC to push Montreal to get you scheduled as soon as possible, because I don't want you to wait too long.
Yeah, and based on the Montreal embassy, the status now, they are managing processing for end of April 24. Document completed.
Correct. So they are still behind, but
yes,
you are an employment base. It's a pretty high level case. I would try to get them to push it forward so they can get you scheduled before. Try to use like an emergency. Say you need to start building your life there. Provide some documents, but be on them every single month so your case won't sit there too long.
Okay, excellent. The second question, they mentioned on my civil, I prepare all my civil documents. Do I need to get with me employment letter, bank statement, pay slip, or no need?
I would get everything. You don't want to leave anything to chance. Get all the documents, prove all these things in your file so you don't lose it.
Okay, last question, and thank you so much. Regarding the vaccine, they need a vaccine.
Yeah, we have a lot of people waiting. I give you already 2 questions. So
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm done. Okay, thank you so much.
Right, next week, come back. 2 questions, guys, because we have a lot of people waiting. All right. Heidi is asking, are you successful at handling false claim to citizenship cases by minors or non-material claims? Guys, I've done so many of these false claims cases that I cannot even count. We've done many of them. I-9s, people who claim to be citizens on their I-9s. People claimed when they voted. People who claimed when they applied for mortgages. I've done it all. These are very unique cases. You got to deep into the story, Hyde. Please send me a text right now from the live. Say, I saw you on the live and I need you to help me with this false claim, because that's really what we do. One of my specialties. So what is this person saying here? Criminals should not be rewarded. Hopefully you're not a hater, my friend, because we are here in a safe environment. Everybody here are okay, here we go. We've got some haters here selling out our country for money. So guys, it's important to see, because from time to time we have haters in the show, and those haters are basically hating themselves, right? He's not even putting his own name, silent majority. Instead, he comes into our live, and spreading hate and talking about criminals should not be rewarded, mercenary immigration lawyers selling our country for money. Remember, guys, these are the times where you're going to see more of these haters, people coming in the comments trying to be like this guy who is probably a lonely, middle-aged man somewhere in middle America who never had a date in his life, and he's worried and he's frustrated, and he's coming here to spread hate among people who are coming to learn about immigration, coming to be empowered as a community. We're not going to let that happen, guys. So I'm not going to block him, but you guys can give him peace of your mind right now in the comments, so he knows that he's coming here to the best live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, and he's not going to be attacking immigrants who are here on the show. We won't let that happen, guys. On the contrary, we'll continue to spread knowledge and give those people an opportunity to see what happens when a full community comes together as one, learn about immigration, be together, and let those haters be in their small, tiny apartments, single, lonely. Yep, that's what they are. I did my 751 remove conditions on residence alone without my husband, so I have the 751 in process in immigration. I leave my husband because of domestic violence. I have 2 children. Any advice? You should be good. Just document whatever happened. Be patient. This case is taking about 3-4 years, you'll be good. I wouldn't worry about you. Christine says, "Can I talk to you, please?" Of course. Fill the form. There's a form, pinned down here. I can, book a consultation, or if you want to join the live, join the live. But guys, you're watching this on TikTok. There's a phone number in my bio. Use it on the live. You get 10% discount right now. Okay. And also this person here, Sherry Ann, you getting a free consultation as well. I feel for you. You went through a lot already, the abuse and the whole thing. Sherry Ann, you text the number right now. Use your name, Sherry Ann. I'm gonna put your name here as well. You're the second person to get a free consultation. Sherry Ann, take advantage of it. Send me a text right now. The number is on the screen. Anybody else who's gonna send the text will get 10% off. Only on the live. These discounts happen on the live because I want to reward you guys because you come to the live every single Monday. Many of you are taking time from work. They're taking time from their whatever, and you're spending it with me here. So I want to reward you. So if you send me the text right now on the screen, you're getting 10% off the consultation. And Marianne just won a free consultation. Who knows? You might be next one. You may be the next one to win the free consultation. They're $150 value, and it's a lot of money for some people. And I think we're doing what we can to help the community. No one is perfect. We should develop empathy towards one another. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. We're here as a community, right? I'm an immigration attorney, but I'm also an immigrant. I used to be an immigrant, right? I'm an immigrant. I came on a visa. I was a student. Then got a work visa, then got my green card, and finally got my citizenship, right? And we're all in this together, guys. All in this together, right? Let's see who's next on video from TikTok. We've got Christine, who is been waiting patiently, but we have others who will be waiting here. We've got Vicky, we've got the Sonys, we've got Goldie, we've got Liz. I'll get to you guys. I'll get all of you. Christine, put your video on and
hang on.
Let's get the show going. And
how to do this, the video thing?
There should be a way to do the video. Like there's a thing, you click on it and it lets you do the video. And then you should appear.
Am I there?
Yes. There you are. You figured it out. You figured it out. I have faith in this audience. I've got faith. All right. Where are you from and what is your question?
Hi. Originally, I'm from Philippines, but I'm in Buffalo, New York right
Okay.
now.
All right.
So my name is Christine, by the way. So my question is, my husband has a pending I-130, but my family is going here. They have multiple visa entry, which is my family is. But he wanna apply. Is it gonna be in his I-130? Are they gonna decline it or something? The chances?
Okay, so your husband is a citizen or you're a citizen?
No, my husband is actually from the Philippines. I am.
Your husband is the Philippines. You're the citizen. You want to sponsor him.
No, I am a green card holder.
You're green card holder, but you want to sponsor him, right?
I did, yeah.
So what is the concern again? I just want to make sure I understand the question. What is the question again?
So he has a pending I-130.
Okay, because of you.
And yes, because of me.
And
He wanna visit here like for tourist visa. Is it gonna be?
oh, I see. He wants to visit. Okay. Well, first of all, does he have the tourist visa or no?
No. That's why we're gonna.
If he doesn't have it, he's not gonna get it because once you have an I-130 pending, there's no way Manila is gonna give it to him. That's for sure. He shouldn't even try.
Okay.
No, because if he wanted to come here before you applied for the I-130, that's a different story. But once he, once he got it, or once he already filed the I-130, he's never going to be able to get a tourist visa. It's just they won't give it to him.
Okay, and also like I have another question. I owe taxes this year. Is it gonna be a problem with the I-130 or like his visa going here?
Okay, so
As a green card?
if you owe taxes, the best thing to do is put yourself on a payment plan. As long as if you're on a payment plan, you're fine. They don't care that you owe the taxes. What they care is whether you are paying them. And as long as you're on a payment plan, then you're good to go. It's not going to impact the I-130.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thanks for joining the live.
Thank you.
And guys, if you're watching this live right now on TikTok, make sure you follow my account as well so you don't miss any of the future lives. And if you want to book a consultation, there's a form pinned to the screen, or use the number in my bio right now. Send me a text from the live, and you'll be able to get a priority to book a consultation. Send me a text right now. I'm going to see those numbers pop up on my screen. And if you're watching this on YouTube, that's the number you have. It is a once in a lifetime opportunity to book a consultation with me during the live, get a 10% off. Why not, right? And also be priority to get questions. Slipstream says, thanks for all you do. We need guidance during the stressful times. That's why we're here. That's why I'm not on the beach. Instead, I'm here with you on the live. I'm in San Diego. I could be at the beach. It's 10 minutes from my house, but I'm not. I'm spending time with you guys because I think it's important to give you that information to make sure that you get empowered. Are you successful to get the false claims cases? I told you I am. Just send me a DM. I'm sorry, send me a DM. Send me a text on the number on the screen, and we can set up this. Liliana says, how can I replace my visa if I lost it? The only way to replace a visa if you lost it is to apply for a new one. It is the only way. Anas, how long marriage-based green cards application take if a spouse is a U.S. citizen and they're both inside the United States? If you guys are inside the United States, right now the processing time is about 10 months for most cases, as far as we know. Should someone travel if they have a risk of their 751 form getting denied? Why is there a risk for denial? You didn't specify it in the question. Is it because they committed fraud? Is it because of a criminal issue? If there is a risk of denial, I would not travel, right? I would not travel. My name is Frankie Ikaune. I'm presently married to a Nigerian living in Ghana. We finally received an interview for June 16. Are there any issues with Nigerians coming to the States right now? Not particularly, but make sure that, well, the issue in Nigeria is that if you come to that interview and you're not prepared with the documents they need, they will reschedule you instead of giving you the decision. So make sure you're prepared with all the documents so you don't get rescheduled. Can we still file for asylum under the Trump administration? Yes, absolutely. They're still processing asylum, guys. They're still processing citizenship. Okay, I see people are, should I file for citizenship? Should I file for this? Yes. Now is the time to file. Why? Because now the processing times are still fairly quick. Because whatever destruction they're doing right now, it's only going to impact cases a year from now, right? And what does it mean? It means that if you file today, by the time it's going to be impacted, you're already going to get your application. So file now, guys, because citizenship is still going through. Marriage case is still going through. Everything is still happening. So why wouldn't you file, right? Why wouldn't you do it? Can you take cases in Illinois? Absolutely. Like I said, guys, I take cases in all 50 states. So if you want to go join the live right now, the link is on the screen, specifically for YouTube audience. And for you guys, I'm gonna get you on TikTok in a second. Karine, I got a green card, asylum, I became a U.S. citizen. You think it's risky to visit my country? No, you should be fine. If you're a U.S. citizen right now, you should have no problem going to your country of asylum. Unmarried, son over 21. We have a stage 5 cancer. Is there a way to experience paper? Yes. You can try. Well, the problem is this. It's not about expediting. In his case, he doesn't even have the visas available for him. If there's no visas available, you can't expedite your case. That's the whole point. You know, I posted a video today where I said that it takes 24 years to get a green card from a sibling to a sibling if you're from Mexico. 24 years. If you're not from Mexico, it takes 17 years. Does it make sense that under this system, somebody has to wait 24 years to be sponsored by their sibling, right? But that's the reality. It means that if you are thinking about waiting for the priority dates, you're not doing yourself justice. You have to find other ways to immigrate. So, for example, if you are, you have a petition filed for your sibling, don't rely on that. Apply for a self-petition based on a green card because you're educated, or because you're starting a business, or maybe an employer can sponsor you. But don't rely on these crazy family petitions, because it's a scam. It is a scam in my mind, because who is going to wait 24 years for their siblings to immigrate? Would you? I wouldn't wait. I would build my life somewhere else, right? So that's why it should be a motivation for you to find a different way to apply for a green card. Maybe through a self-petition, maybe through employer sponsorship, maybe through a marriage to a green card holder. Don't go for these obscure brother-sister petitions, or a U.S. citizen parent sponsoring an adult child waiting 10 years. Why? There are other ways to do it. So before you go for these obscure petitions, which can hurt you on the long run to get a student visa or get even some employment visas, do something else. Try to apply for something else, because once you file that brother or sister petition, it will block you from doing something else. So why would you do it? Like, I wouldn't do it, right? All right, we've got Luis here. Luis.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Luis, there's a lot of static.
You know what? I don't know why there's static on my line, but I do apologize. Can you hear me better there?
Yeah. Do you have video?
Yeah, I do. Give me just a second. Let me go ahead and... Yeah, give me just a second.
And ask you a question so we can get you voices.
How you doing?
Yeah. What is your question?
All right, so my question is that I've been married to a U.S. citizen for more than 12 years now, but she's denied me the signature to go back to the U.S. So therefore, I want to go ahead and file for the VAWA Act.
Where are you now? Are you in America or outside?
I'm outside. I'm abroad. I'm in Guatemala.
Okay.
So I've reached out to your guys' law firm already, but you know what? I didn't get a response. So therefore, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just wait for him to get on live. Let me see if I can get some action with him and ask him directly what it is. I do have a child within the marriage as well.
Okay.
And so pretty much what she did is she just, right before or right after she had my daughter, she got into another entanglement. She cheated on me and left me out here. I've asked for the divorce. This is a second opinion that I'm getting from you. But the first lawyer that told me, he said, do not get divorced because you still have a chance of coming back through the VAWA Act. Since she has, technically, left you abroad. And I've been suffering since then. I mean,
VAWA could be a good option for you, Luis. We have to look, obviously, the logistics of doing it. But based on what you tell me, you probably could build a case around it. Now, if you mentioned that you didn't get a response, was it 2 weeks ago that you reached out, or last week?
It's been, I think, been about a month already.
Okay, so there was a time where we had issues with our texting. It was fixed. So if you do it now after the live and you say you're Luis and you spoke to me about the VAWA, I'll give you priority for consultation.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just me trying to get, somehow, some way, pay for the lawyer fees, do something, and then we can get something situated. I mean, I've been waiting almost 13 years to go back. I have a mother that's had a stroke. She was supposed to get her paperwork as well too, but she wasn't able to because of the stroke. My dad got his, and I'm the only one that's abroad now, still trying to get back.
Let's make it a challenge to get you back in the U.S. and then I'll bring you back on the show live. But right now, Luis, send me a text right now on this number. And,
Okay.
If you want the live with me, are you also following me on Instagram?
I'm sorry?
You also follow me on Instagram?
Yeah, I follow you on Instagram. I follow you on YouTube. I've been following you for a while. I just, it just clicked in my mind. Say, hey, you know what? Get a second opinion. See what Jacob could tell me here.
Yeah, send me a text here and also send me a DM on Instagram so I can get double notifications so we can get you as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll go ahead and send you a text message. You said just to go ahead and say this is Luis with
and a
correct?
And a DM as well.
Okay, I'll shoot you. I've already sent you a DM on here. Give me just a second. Let me go ahead and screenshot that phone number real quick again. And okay, so I'll go ahead and keep on the live. Thank you very much for accepting my my question there, Jacob. God bless. You're doing a great job, bud.
Let's get you sorted. Appreciate it.
All right, bud. Thank you.
Like I said, guys, that's the reason why we're doing these lives, because people sometimes are watching and they're like, oh, am I able to get this? My wife hurt me, my husband did this and that. I had people that didn't realize that, somebody in the US that didn't realize, thanks, Catalina, that they don't have to stay married to their spouses. Like we had a person that he was married for about 10 years, and 6 of those years he was being threatened. He was being used as a bank by his spouse. Parents were abusing her parents. So once he learned about the VAWA, he saw it on one of my videos. He was like, listen, I don't know if it's real, but if it is, I need help because I can't take another week living with this woman. And then 2 years went by. He is separated. He's living his life, met somebody else. He's waiting for his VAWA to be approved. It's going to take several years, but he's safe, he's sound, and that's why you're getting this information, because about things like VAWA, the T visa, self-petition, green card that you can apply if you have education, experience, did something amazing at your job. You don't have to stay with these employers. We have cases where people are stuck at their jobs, kind of like similar to VAWA, right? But on the employment side, they're stuck at their jobs. Employers are saying, you got to stay here. You're not going to get your green card. And they are leaving those jobs, applying for self-petitions because they saw it on the videos and they have it. So don't lose hope, guys. And we've got here people from Dubai, from the Philippines, from Lagos. We've got people from Tennessee, New York, all over the country, guys, because this is what we're here for. We're here for it because this is the best time to get all the time zones. And the live show is an opportunity for people to get answers, to take immigration into their hands and take action. Because, guys, yes, Trump is in power, but cases are still being approved. We're still getting green cards. I'm still getting I-130s approved. We're still getting N-400 approved. Things are working, and people that are afraid to apply for their cases are doing a disservice to themselves, because right now is still a good time to apply. And if you got what it takes and you qualified, why wouldn't you do it? On Instagram, we've got Louis, who says, I think I have a chance for the VAWA since my spouse left me abroad. Oh, yeah, that's you, Louis. Perfect. I got it. Send me a DM. We'll take care of it. I-130 approved. Consular processing. Is there a time limit to pay the NVC? I would do it as soon as possible, so then your case won't be abandoned. But do it within a year. Do it within a year. That's what I would do. Let's see. My son is a green card holder. He sponsored his wife. His case was approved. Now, and NVC, all boxes submitted. Now, question is it available? Is it current? Well, I don't know your category, so I can't check you, but we have to check on the visa bulletin to determine if your case is current. And only if your case is current will NVC allow your case to proceed for an interview. All right. We've got Goldie, who is asking for a chance to be on video here. Guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, remember we've got the form that is pinned here. Let me pin the form at the bottom. And the form here, you can submit your question. Submit your questions. You can submit your information so you can book a consultation. Or use the number on the bio to text me right now. Goldie, what is your actual name?
Hi, my name is Ashray.
Yes, Ashray. What is your question? And where are you from?
I'm from Michigan, here in the US. So I have an I-485 adjustment of status interview with USCIS next month.
Okay.
And I also have an approved I-131 as well as an EAD card.
Okay.
Right? So I applied to green card from my mother's green card, but the issue is like she has been out of the states for like more than 3 years now. So how do I convince the USCIS that she has not actually abandoned her green card? And is there any chance that they can approve my EAD or green card?
Okay, so the issue is that your mother, who is a second here, your mother who is
Yes.
green card holder, she's trying to come back to the US, right?
Yes, she is trying to come back like probably in like 5-6 months, but like it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
And we have not signed any re-entry permit.
Okay,
Like,
so
we didn't know that exists.
so there's two things you can do.
Yes.
One is she can try to apply for returning resident. She can try to apply for returning resident visa. So we'll mute you for a second. She can apply for returning resident visa, which is called SB1, where she has to prove that the abandonment didn't happen because of her own validity. Second thing, it's more risky. We're using the matter of Kane, which is a special case law that talks about a green card holder that left the country for many years. They denied his entry at the time. However, the case law gives us rules what we can do to help somebody to still come back by showing that they are maintain residence in the US, that they didn't plan to abandon, and something beyond their circumstances happened that caused them to leave the United States. If we can focus on these elements of that case law, I prepare clients this brief memorandum. We help a lot of green card holders to come back to the US right now, so they can take this memo where we use that case law as a foundation and try to get them to come back in the US. And that may be something that, let me see here. And that's something that your mother can do if she wants to come back to the United States. You should be able to unmute yourself in about 30 seconds. Apparently, that's how it works on TikTok here. But that's kind of what the idea behind it. That either she applies for the SB1, you hear me, man? Or she comes back here using that memo that we prepared and helping your mother to come back, taking a chance where she's going to be investigated at the airport, but she's going to have all these documents we're going to prepare for her, and hopefully they'll let her in.
All right. So what should can you hear me? So what should I do for my interview that's in next month?
Your interview is in the US, right?
Yes, it's in the US next month.
Well, I mean, they want to see her too, right? They want to see the petitioner.
The seat says like does not have to be a person, just the green card, and I can always get a green card by mailing.
Yeah. I would have you just go.
But it does not.
You can just say that she's not in the US and just show up to the interview. You have to attend the interview. Okay.
That makes sense.
And if you need help to help your mother to come back, send me a text. We'll help you with the special K package we put together for green card holders.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thank you very
my
much.
friend. Of course.
Thank you.
So a lot of green card holders that are watching the live, they're wondering what they can do. Like I said, if you've been here out of the US for over a year, you will have problems at the airport. However, to minimize the problems, there are things you can do. Put together documents, prepare the arguments you're going to tell the officers. I'm putting together an ebook. Hopefully, it'll be ready by the end of this week, which we'll be providing to a lot of our viewers. And also, I'll do a masterclass on that. But we are now preparing these little booklets where I actually give it to clients to take with them when they come back to the United States, prepare with the case law, with the arguments, what they have to say to the officers. So far, knock on wood, it's been helping a lot of my clients to come back to the United States after absences of a year. The longest I've done is about 4 years. This one guy has been away for 4 years, and he was able to come back with some of the strategies that we helped him. But again, nothing's guaranteed. USCIS officers will make those decisions at the port of entry, and then there's nothing you can do about it. Hearing echo. Good evening, and thank you for your advice and help so many people. Thanks, Georgie. Yeah, the echo was from the other person, but he's off the phone. He's off the line right now. I filed my I-130 for my 4-year-old son, and he has been approved. Waiting for an interview in Lagos. He was approved this month. When do you think he could get? I would say I-130. He's been approved, but yeah, he still has to go to the NVC. Don't forget that, right? So he's going to be stuck in the NVC for another year because he's from Lagos. All right, guys. So we've got Maggie, who is interested in asking a question here. Maggie, where are you from, and what is your question? Put your video on, please, if you can.
My video is not working. That's what I'll be trying to do for me to come in.
Oh,
Yes.
no worries, Maggie. We will imagine you the way you look, but no worries. Tell me where you're from and what is your question.
Okay, I'm from New Jersey. I just have a question for one of my family member. So she came in when she was a minor, like 10 years.
Okay.
So when she came in, she filed asylum. She was denied at that minor age. So she was sent to immigration court. She has been on immigration court forever. We have not gotten like a date. So right now she's not 18 years. She's going to college. So I'm wondering, because I'm scared for her. So do people that are seeking asylum qualify for any financial aid?
Well, first of all, it depends on what state, right? Some states will give us New Jersey, they might be able to get some. Like I said, I'm not a benefits guy, but I would talk to the local benefits authority and show them the documents, her social security card, and everything that she has, and maybe she'll be eligible for something.
Because I'm scared, because the school is going to the extent that they are going to Homeland Security to check the code. I said, okay, what do they do? All those ones for that? You are an asylum seeker still waiting for court proceedings.
Most of them they do qualify, but again, I would check with the local authority and see if they do.
So another thing I want to ask, that I just learned that she filed an asylum after 1 year and 2 months. Maybe that's why she was denied. I don't know, because she came in when she was 10 years.
Not necessarily. Some people can apply for asylum late if they have the good reason for it.
Okay, she filed based on FMG, female mutilation. Yes.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter what the reason behind it. Like I said, her asylum is still pending. If she wants to know if she qualifies for benefits, she needs to go to the local authority and figure out if she does.
Okay. So the late filing does not affect her the day she goes to court?
Not at all. As long as she can explain why there was late filing, it should be fine. Some people file for asylum after 2.5 years of being here.
Because when she was 10 years, now she's 18 years. That's a long time. So our
And
case is based on when she was a
I
minor.
don't think so. I don't think it's going to make a difference, to be
Oh,
honest with you.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. With this, guys, we are going to be ending the live on YouTube only and Facebook and Instagram. We usually limit for like an hour. We'll continue, of course, with our subscribers on TikTok, but with our YouTube community, guys, we will be ending. What's the average cost with your law firm for naturalization? I would defer this question to our team when you text, and they'll tell you the price and everything. But because you're on the live, you're eligible for a discount as well because you're on the live right now. Anyway, guys, thank you guys on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll be back here, as you know, 5 p.m. every single Monday. The most comprehensive live show on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I'm excited to be back here next Monday. And obviously, keep watching our videos, send me DMs, and also comment on our videos every Monday, 5 p.m. here, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We're still here on TikTok. Don't go away, guys. This is kind of how we do it. You can see how we do it, the live, all the other platforms. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next Monday. Stay safe. And as always, remember, if you need a consultation, this is the time to do it on the live before I take off. 61948. Use the number on the screen. Send me the text right now. You are going to be eligible for a discount. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next week.